July 17th, 1994. Pasadena, the Rose Bowl. The world is watching one man's shoulders. The Italy-Brazil final has gone 120 minutes without a goal. Everything comes down to penalties. And Italy's last hope, the true hero of that tournament, the man who carried his team to the final on an injured leg, is Roberto Baggio. He places the ball on the spot. The stadium goes silent. A billion people hold their breath, and the ball sails over the bar, high and away from the goal. Brazil becomes world champion. Baggio stands there, head down, hands on his hips, staring into nothing. That image freezes into one of the cruelest photographs in football history. Now here's the question. How many careers end in a moment like that? Countless. Carrying the hope of an entire nation and then missing the penalty that decides it all sends most people somewhere they never come back from. Because it isn't really about one missed shot. It's about being condemned to live as the failure in the eyes of millions. That night, Baggio locked himself in his hotel room. He didn't go outside for days. Some Italian newspapers tore him apart. Some fans showed up at his house to insult him. A single second of misfortune was treated as if it could erase an entire life. But this is where the real story begins. After that night, Baggio realized something. What he couldn't control was already in the past. The ball was gone, the moment was over. He couldn't change it. But there was one thing he could still control: how he would show up on the field tomorrow. This is the very core of what we call mindset. Most people carry failure as an identity. They think, I missed it, so I am a failure, and they stay there. Baggio didn't do that. He treated failure as an event, not an identity. He said, I missed a penalty, not, I am someone who misses. And he went back out onto the field. Baggio's career didn't end after 1994. It reshaped itself. Juventus, Bologna, Inter, Brescia, he kept wearing the jersey for years. He made it to the 1998 World Cup at 32 years old, still playing for Italy. And in that tournament, the man everyone expected to fade away stepped up to take another penalty. And this time he scored. Almost nobody remembers that goal because the story always gets told through the one he missed. But for Baggio himself, that was the real victory, returning to the exact spot where he fell and standing back up from that same ground. In a later interview, Baggio described asking himself the same question over and over after that missed penalty. Is this going to end me, or am I going to keep going anyway? And every single day, walking into training, he answered that question again. That's what mindset really is. A strong character isn't about never failing. It's about being able to look in the mirror after failure and say, I'm still going. Because everyone someday will face their worst moment in the middle of the field, in front of everyone watching. The moment itself isn't what matters. What matters is the first step you take after it. Today, Baggio is one of the most respected names in football history. People no longer talk about him only for that missed penalty. They talk about everything that came after. Because real character doesn't show up under the lights. It shows up after everyone has left. When you're alone on the field, starting the work all over again. Maybe you've had your own Pasadena moment. Maybe you missed something, failed at something, and you're still living in its shadow. Baggio's story reminds us of one thing. That moment doesn't define you. What defines you is the step you take after it. So are you ready to take that step today?